Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever it may be. It's pretty nice out actually. I thought it was going to be chillier out here. We're going to have two different versions for you too. We're going to have the Samsung 23 HD and then the Sony 4K. So I'll have those uploaded for you as I get how you doing? But we're here. It's pretty nice out actually. I'm surprised. I figured it'd be a lot chillier, but we're here. We got Jinx over there at the courthouse. So if there's anything going on, we'll find out. But first, we're gonna take a walk through the Monon High Bridge Trail. And we're going to give you, as always, the stream is only a certain clarity. But I'm going to have Samsung 23 HD for everybody, and then I'm going to upload the Sony 4K for the members. So that'll be coming up here either later tonight or tomorrow, and then we got the Sebastian Vigil. How you doing? We got that tomorrow, and then after that, we're gonna be heading back. How you doing?
Live?
Yeah, I'm live. What's the point of that?
I just wanted to...
I was getting a good shot of the sign.
I just wanted to take a picture of your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You're from here?
Not here.
Yeah, I'm from Wabash.
Yeah, I'm here I cover cases all over. I definitely check it out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cover cases all over.
Well, I tell her. You mind if I take a picture? We'll both check out your channel.
You like pictures?
Yeah. I'm a retired chief engineer for oil exploration ship.
Oh yeah.
And
are you from here? Well, how far is Wabash?
about an hour away.
Let me turn this music down here. Hold on. It's kind of loud. Kind of hard to hear.
And
an hour away.
Yeah, and we have a lot of spare time.
Yeah.
So I'd read a lot of true crime books.
Oh,
and
do you?
I got my daughter interested in it.
Oh,
She's
good.
in Germany.
Oh, really?
And she's keeping up with, she keeps up with all the cases that are interesting,
What should be in Germany?
in the service. Pardon? Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, it's we could always use, the more the sleuthers the better. Because,
Yeah.
we're just trying to find answers.
Well, what's your opinion?
On Delphi? I've been doing a lot of work on Myrtle Beach right now. So I haven't been able to check out the trial at all.
Oh yeah. What do you
Yeah,
think about the Karen Reed trial?
I haven't even been working on that
Yeah?
case. No, man, I got so many other cases.
So you do?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be sure and check
Yeah,
out your channel.
we're going to Sebastian Rogers. Have you heard of that?
No.
Missing child, autistic 15-year-old missing child, just disappeared out of nowhere. Yeah, we're going to his vigil tomorrow.
Sebastian who?
Sebastian Rogers.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, we search for people and answers. We do it all.
Great.
Yeah, man. So
Great. Are you full time?
Yeah, full time.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's great. How long have you been doing it?
The show itself, gosh, I'm trying to think. 3 years. Out on location, 24/7.
That's
year and a
fascinating.
half. It just, it got to a point where I was able to do the full time. But I tell you, I've never been as busy as this is the busiest I've ever been in my life, man. I would have never thought I would have been this busy. Like, it's beyond what I ever
It's
could
good
imagine.
for you business-wise, but it says a
Well,
lot about the condition of the human element here.
Yeah, well, I don't have a lot of money because I use that funding to basically go everywhere.
Yeah.
And so it's a very thrifty lifestyle, and it's consumed
What
by
matters
work.
in life is that you
But
enjoy
yeah,
it.
when I lay down at night, I feel good in the soul.
Now, What is the name of it? I couldn't read.
Oh, yeah, EvilleCJ. It sounds like evil, but it's not. It's a word everywhere there.
Evil, LECJ.
Yeah. EvilleCJ. So.
EvilleCJ.
Yeah, everywhere, bro. Because everywhere it's a Ville, and that's where I'm going. I'm going everywhere. So. It's a word play. I love the word plays. I love Easter eggs. I love riddles. I love puzzles.
That's fascinating. What's your name?
CJ.
Oh,
Yeah, right there. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
We'll follow your YouTube.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We could always use them. Thank you.
The people that I've talked to.
Yeah. What do you think? Have you watched the trial? Or?
Yeah, well, I've kept up with it best I could. And
what do you think from being around here?
Logan.
You think Logan?
Robert Logan?
Yeah.
Or Ron Logan?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's,
what do you think about Richard Allen? Do you think he, even, because he confessed.
Got no evidence.
He confessed.
They drove him crazy.
Yeah, they did drive him crazy because he looked like a...
I would have confessed.
Like a POW.
Yeah, he put me in there.
You know what I'm saying?
Bag over my head.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Hog tie me?
Yeah.
Fuck that. It should be, somebody ought to be going to jail for that.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you don't treat human
do you think he had anything to do with it, or just nothing at all?
What?
Do you think Allen had anything to do? Nothing at all?
He just, just got caught up into it.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to find. I think they're going to either acquit him or it's going to be a hung jury.
That's true.
But Logan, where the bodies were found, most people say he wasn't investigated good. Not by this Hicks, his Hicks Sheriff Department, and I mean, I'm from Wabash.
Yeah.
And years ago, we had a guy strangle his wife with a barbell in the basement. And say, he come home, he found her, she had too much weight on her. And the cop said, well, what about them surveillance cameras? Can you give us the tape? They don't work. 5 years later, he takes the fucking hard drive down to the repair shop and says, delete it.
What?
Yeah. And the guy looks through it. He's familiar with the man in the case. So he looks through it. He says, whoa, this guy's not supposed to be where he's at. It didn't show the actual thing, but it showed him going in the house at that time.
Yeah.
And so he called the cops and said, here, I think y'all need to look at this. So the guy was having an affair with the mayor in Peru, his secretary, and they convicted him. He's serving life.
Well, it's probably a lot of who you know.
Well, that...
When it comes to these small communities, it really is who you know and how long you guys, generations.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
That came into play with Logan.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Why do you think there was two photos? Do you think there's two different people, or do you think it was just two different sightings? And because it was quite a while after they released the other one, it was quite a bit, couple years. And then it doesn't even look like the same other. It doesn't even look like the other John. They look like an older guy and a younger guy.
Yeah. Well, and there's two state troopers that say it was some guy from Kokomo.
Kokomo. That's not too far away.
It's just too much for me to say without. It's too much to give me a doubt.
Yeah, because it is beyond a reasonable doubt.
Of course, I wasn't on the jury.
Yeah.
I didn't hear or see what all they heard and saw.
Right.
So I'm not going to try and second guess them, but from what I've seen and read, and people here locally, there's too many of them that just say, no way they'd convict. It's the Logan guy.
Yeah.
They just didn't do a a thorough investigation with him, you know.
And then he's
Yeah,
passed
he's
too.
dead.
Do you think Odinism had anything to do with it? Like with the way that the girls were left and the injuries and the scene? No?
I think if that was the case, it'd be somewhere else that around here that has some kind of evidence of a Odinistic
Even if it's like a
ritual type thing,
thing,
you know?
yeah.
I mean, maybe it could be just 2 or 3 guys that are into it, and they, you know.
Because this is like, isn't this like the big city around this little area? Not like, it's not like a, I guess it's more like a town.
Well, they got Lafayette.
Yeah. In like a, what, 45-minute diameter or something, radius.
Yeah,
like
where are you from?
Down south. Way down.
Way down there?
Way down.
How far down?
Way
Where
down.
at?
Way down. Towards the tip. I drove. It took me about 3.5 hours to get here. Well, 3:45 because of an accident on the interstate.
Yeah.
I've been up here. It's probably my 5th time I've been up here.
My 3rd.
Every time I came up here, something always happened, whether the camera malfunctioned or I got downpoured on or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got rained on.
It's pretty nice out, actually. I thought it was going to be a lot cooler than what it is, you know.
Well, it was.
Yeah.
The wind was blowing
Yeah.
over it. But, sir, I've taken enough of your time. It's
Oh,
been
no.
a real pleasure.
No, you too, man. And thank you for the interest in
Oh, yeah. I'm sure my daughter just messaged me to send her your picture. I'm sure she's telling me about you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. All right, you guys. Hold on one second. Some guy from about an hour away. No, yeah, Jinx is at the courthouse. She's gonna let me know. She's gonna let me know if there's a verdict. So we're gonna be out here just kind of getting some footage for you guys. The walk through the trail here. Yes, we are at the Monon High Bridge Trail, and we're gonna go for a little walk. I'm not sure who it was. It was some guy that was from the area. I wish I could have paid attention to the trial, but I'm just gonna go talk to people when we get to the courthouse. Just go talk to some people, see what they're thinking. We will have a HD and a 4K version for you guys. So everything that you guys see here on the live, you're gonna see on the 4K HD. So here's the sign right here. Video segments as well. And thank you all for being here. show you a couple different spots as we're kind of exploring back here. And we'll take some pauses just to get some extended time with some clips on it. Got the water tower over there. I got a nice video before we started the live. I got a nice video of the water tower over there with some nature mixed in it. Yeah, I know. I don't like bridges either. I don't like driving on them, and I don't like walking over them. Damn straight. Especially nowadays with how much that stuff falls apart anymore. Love our country. We're heading back now. Now, some of it is obviously changed. Do we think they'll reach a verdict today? I don't know. The people I'm asking, they're saying probably not. They're saying probably not. But we'll see. You never know. Thank you all for being here. Live on location. We'll be heading to the courthouse after this. Unless we hear some breaking news. If any of the mods can do me a favor, you can reach out to Jinx and just have her post an update in the chat, if you don't mind. If you're just joining, we'll have the Samsung 23 HD for everybody, and then we got a Sony 4K for the members. Appreciate you being a member. Yeah, that's what that gentleman was saying. He's like, I see him either getting off or it being a hung jury. I said, even though he confessed, I said, yeah, he wasn't well. And he's like, there's no evidence. But of course, none of us have seen everything, of course. You can see how high we are up from here. Last time we were out here, it poured. Got all the way to the bridge. And then it just started pouring. All right. Set you down for a minute and give you this beautiful shot here. Yeah, we were soaked. Thank you all for being here. Contribution Jennifer, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate all you do, CJ. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate that very much. Thank you for your support. Thank you all for being here. Yep. All right, let's go some more. Give you that shot a little bit. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful day too. I brought my winter coat just in case. Don't even need it. Now we're coming up to the little memorial. And I'm going to show you guys something very interesting after we get here. If you guys want to see how they actually came in and walked to the bridge, we're going to show you that exact path. No, I haven't. Whoa, they cleared all this out. They cleared all that out. Holy moly. Whoa. They cleared all that out. That's crazy. Okay. So here's the memorial. Hold on one second. Good afternoon.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Beautiful day out.
It's gorgeous. Come on, Bubba.
That's crazy. All right, there's two things, okay? I'm gonna show you the one to the right first, and then I'm gonna show you the one to the left after. Because it's very important that I show you this first, okay? I'm gonna do a close-up for you. Okay, now check this out, you guys. So, I'm gonna take you down that way in a second. Down that way is the path where the girls came. Now, this bench over here. This bench is supposedly the bench that was looking out for the girls. And I'm gonna give you a zoom in on the Sony and the Samsung so you can see the bench and then where the girls came in. Alright, now see this bench. This bench is supposed to be the bench that the person was sitting at. So they're sitting here looking down. This is supposed to be the bench that was looking right over their shoulder. So if you see right there, that's where the girls came in and watched as they walked that path and then turned right to go to the Monon High Bridge. Sony 4K. We'll zoom in for you. And you can see that gate in the back and the path coming up this way. Supposedly the person was at this bench right here. Looking over their shoulder, watching the girls come through. So this is the path that the girls walked. So they were dropped off at this gate up here. Now this was, you can see some of the clearing out right there. Now it's not too crazy thick, and it wasn't. Then there's a cemetery down there where supposedly a car was parked as well. Ooh, I got caught up on some tree branches that are my fault. So right here is where they were dropped off at this gate. So that gate right there. And then they walked this path to the bridge. Again, they were dropped off at this gate. Walked down this path. You can see the bench straight ahead. You could be watching the whole time. See the bench? All right, now we're heading there. thank you all for being here. It's so beautiful here. I believe it's 60. But it feels like a warm 60. It's quite a decent trail too. Birds chirping. Boop, boop. Set you down for a minute. Just birds chirping. Chirp, 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 chirp. I haven't seen too many cameras. Maybe at where, you know, right before you get on the bridge, they had like, I think the last time I was here, they had like 4 or 5 of them, maybe. Unless they have trail cams, which I'm sure they do. But, or some kind of security feed, you know, in the woods. But I haven't seen any. Set you guys down for a second here. Give you a glimpse off to the side. You got the sun with the trees, the hills, the path. Beautiful day. How you doing? Good. All right, so we're almost there. And then after we're done here, we're gonna head to the courthouse. We're gonna go talk to some people. See what they say, see what they think, see what they feel. We heard from the gentleman at the beginning of the video. He says not guilty, hung jury. Doesn't think he has anything to do with it. Doesn't think he has anything to do with it. Even though he confessed, He says he was under mental distress and that there's no evidence, so we'll see. His daughter, shout out, thank you for your service. His daughter is over in Germany, and he got her into true crime, and they're gonna be coming to sub up. So shout out to his daughter, the gentleman that I met. Thank you for your service, ma'am. I don't know. That's just what I'm just telling you what the gentleman was telling you, or telling me. I wish I could have been updated on the trial, unfortunately. I'm just too busy out there. So private property, no trespassing. Now there's a path over here. Not allowed. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, there's a pair over there that just crossed the bridge.
Oh, for real?
She fell and dropped her phone, and now her husband's down here crossing the water.
Oh.
He went all the way back down to get it.
Wow.
Luckily, it didn't fall in the
That's
water.
love.
Yeah.
That's love. Dang. All right. I guess some lady, they went across the bridge and some lady dropped her phone, and a long journey to go back up. All right. We're going to show you the area. I'm going to zoom in with the Samsung and the Sony. The spot, it's right around the corner of the river. But I'm going to walk you down this path right here so you guys can see what it looks like. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right. Did he get it?
Huh? Yeah.
You got
I
it?
dropped my fucking phone. When
That's
we
what they
were,
said.
Yeah, when we were on the
And you
boat.
went all the way down. I was like, that's love.
Yes.
That's love,
We
man.
jumped the fence. All of it.
That had to be scary.
It was. It's definitely scary. Like
How far did you go?
We went all the way down.
Are you
and then
serious?
back. Dead serious.
Really?
Like the first few like blocks and stuff like that, like the first few beams are like totally like
Rotted?
kosher and stuff.
Oh,
like no, they're kosher.
They're good.
Like, so you're walking down it, and then, like, in the middle of it, it becomes, like, moss grown. And then you're like, oh, should I really even step on this?
Really?
Yeah. So it was definitely a scary ride on the way back.
I bet. Are you afraid of heights?
No.
No?
But I was definitely scared on stepping on those beams. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, God.
because
like,
there's
I'm
like, what, this much room in between them, right?
Yeah.
And you're like,
Well, yeah, and he was like, take your because I had flip-flops. He was like, take your flip-flops off. And I was like, okay. So I gave him my flip-flops, but I still even ended up falling because I was like scared. I'm like, oh, I don't think I can step on that beam. And I tried to step over like 2 of them and fell.
it's a good thing you didn't get a
So.
splinter on your foot and then...
Hey, a splinter would be way better than falling to my death.
Well, at least you didn't fall either.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying.
What,
like,
your phone just fall out of your pocket?
Yeah,
or
I
what?
had my phone right in here, and when I fell, it fell out of my pocket. So he went all the way back across the bridge, went down the hill,
Wow.
got my phone, and now he's
That's
crossing
good. At least you got
the
it.
creek, apparently.
At least you got it.
You have a good day.
You too, thank you. Oh. All right. Wow, they walked all the way down to the other side. Hold on one second. I got to turn my comments back on. There we go. Yeah, they walked across the whole thing. All right. So if you're looking over here, right around to the right, and I'm going to zoom in with the Samsung and the Sony, right around to the right there on the other side is where Abby and Libby were found. Right over there. Again, I'll be uploading the Samsung HD for everybody, and then I'll be uploading the Sony 4K for members. Oops, I'm sorry about that. Oh, and there's some flowers right here too. Now I'm going to show you guys this. Can you imagine walking across this? All right, look. Now it's blocked off right here, but let me take you over the side. Can you imagine? I can't imagine. I can't imagine. All right. So we'll give you the straight view right here. Giving you the zoom in. There's your shot. How you doing?
All right. Which, do you know by any chance which direction the location of the
Yeah.
victims were found? I know it had to be kind of a narrow area over that way, right?
Right over to the right, and then on the other side.
Kind of where that eagle's soaring around, way up there.
To the right more.
To the right of that.
Yep.
Wow. So he had to bring them down underneath the bridge, and then cross
Down the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then go all the way up that way, right?
Yeah. Because they ran across the water, the little creek there.
Way over pretty much where their bodies were found.
Yeah, you go, like you can see how it follows to the right off that way. And so way at the end, you can see way at the end, then it kind of slopes. I mean, you can see how much it slopes down
How
off
would
to
he
the
have
side.
known that? If he's going down, if he's planning on harming them underneath the bridge, how would he know to go all the way over that way
Yeah,
instead of just bringing them down here
right.
and doing his crime, right? That's amazing. And all in what,
And then to
17 or
try
18
and
minutes?
then also, yeah, and then to keep control of the two girls.
Yeah.
While
going down
you're
and all
going
of
down and
And you're saying, how long do you think, has anybody tried walking from down where he apprehended them carefully and kind of steadily though, you know, because I'm sure he was
it's
trying.
private property, so
Okay.
that's why nobody's really.
Are you a freelancer?
No, I do investigations too.
Okay.
I do documenting,
Great.
investigation searches, stuff like that.
Because I was walking along here and I thought, I came here last week with a buddy of mine, so I didn't really have time to really think, you know. He wasn't as into this as I am. And when you're walking this path all the way down here, those are long stretches that you can turn around and see.
Yeah.
So you know if there's nobody, if you don't see a human in sight behind you,
Yeah.
that's at least 5-minute walk.
Yeah.
So you know you're in the clear once people here pass you.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a just a hunch as I was walking there. I think he was waiting for people to pass him because I think he passed Abby and Libby. Like they were slow walking. You know, girls are going to be slow walking, talking, doing, you know. And I think when he was walking in our direct, you know, this direction, way back there, maybe about 500, you know, maybe a quarter of a mile that way, he passed them. And that's when they thought he was creepy. You know, because
well, you know that bench right over there. You know where their memorial's at?
Yeah.
That bench that's
Yeah,
up
on the
this
left.
way? Supposedly, they were sitting on the bench watching because the girls came in through the gate
Yeah.
off into the little woods where their memorial's at.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
little path. They came in through there. Supposedly, the person was sitting on that bench, and all they had to do was look over their shoulder, and they could see that whole way path down.
Yeah.
And then as they turn where that memorial's at and
Yeah.
head this way, basically you could go like this, and you could go like
And
this.
either way, that vibes. It's either that, but when he confesses and says he lied in wait, you know, I think what I think happened, the feeling I got was he probably saw them or he was lounging and they thought he was creepy, but at some point he passed them on this trail. And then and he knew, because when he turned around and looked their way, they were the only two human beings as far as the eye can see on that path, so to speak. And then so he fast walked it up here, and then he lied in wait up on that hilltop right there, because that's the only place you can see whether they're actually getting on the bridge or not. Because if you lie in wait down here,
Yeah,
you can't see. So you got to be up on a perch. And he probably hid behind a log or something. And then once they were on, he knew he had about 5 minutes to cross the bridge because nobody was, you know, in the northern direction that he was coming from. That's my hunch.
It don't take long. That's
No,
for sure.
not at all. And he had to be familiar with this thing, man.
Oh, you know,
But that's
I'm sure.
downright.
I'm sure, you know, there's so many people that come through here that
Yeah.
it's a popular spot.
You know, the gaps don't look as wide as I remember them from last week. You know, they're wide, but they're not. You know, if you've been on there, you can navigate that pretty easily.
It's pretty creepy, man.
It is
The
creepy, man.
I just talked to a lady that just walked all the way down to that side and
Did
came
you
back
jump
up.
over this? Are you allowed to?
No, you're not supposed
Okay.
to. But her and her husband walked all the way down to the end. They were walking back up, and she actually dropped her phone. Her phone fell out.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I was like, what do you think about, you know, like walking on there? And she's like, the first couple, you know, look pretty solid. And she's like, as you keep going down, they're more mossy and soft, and you think that they're going to fall apart just because
Yeah.
it's rotten. Yeah.
Why? I mean, they were too brave.
That's why they did this right here, because it was
Yeah.
already too rotten. They just didn't
Yeah.
have the.
And they knew eventually people were going to start working their way out here.
I
Curious.
can't believe before they put this in, I can't believe people actually walked up
know,
and
and
down this thing,
the
because
people I
there's no
talked-
rails on the
I
side.
talked
What
to
if
the
you
locals
trip?
down at the courthouse who were out in front of the courthouse, and I said, "That's really brave of those two girls to
Yeah.
do what they did." They said, "Oh no, we all did it. We
Really?
all did it back in the day." You
Yeah.
know, it's like that's what girls and boys do at that age. I'm like, well, even at that age, that's pretty brave.
I mean, it's pretty fall.
and I could see
far
the
fall.
fish last
Yeah.
Saturday. There were all kinds of huge carp and bass down there on the left. So that, you know, take that for what it's worth when he says he was here to see the fish.
Yeah. These little spots that are hanging off to the sides. I don't know.
I think everybody had left when he showed up here and laid in wait there for them to cross the bridge.
You think it was Richard Allen, or you think it's somebody else?
Oh boy, it's tough, you know. Whether it's Richard Allen or not, I don't know the answer to that. And I don't have a real opinion. It certainly seems a lot of coincidences. But whether it was him or not, he was presumed innocent when he was arrested. And the way they threw him into solitary for 16 months and fed him up with Halidol or whatever, that'll make any person go crazy, you know. And he's an innocent man. He's presumed innocent at that point. And they put him in with the worst of the worst offenders, and they put him in with all these people telling him they're going to kill him and rape him, and that would have caused anybody to go insane and possibly confess. Now, that being said, you got to look at what were these pieces of information that no one but the public knew. Now, according to him, or according to the authorities, it's only been one piece of information. That was a van, and that was only that was only conjured up after the fact, 7 years later. You know, I mean, they're
Yeah,
retrofitting some stuff.
Just a couple months before the trial.
Yeah, and
actually.
after his confession. So then they started
Yeah.
going out to look for people. And imagine what this guy, what's his name with the van down there?
Ben. Something.
Yeah, something. But imagine them coming to him about 6 months ago saying, hey, we need you to think really, really carefully. You know, we know you have a white van, but, well, I was probably doing my vending machine. Well, no, is it possible you could have, you know, there's a lot of ways. And when you lose credibility the way they've lost credibility in the 5, 6, 7 years leading up to that, then to me, I think they manufactured his answer to fit the confession, because the coroner did it. You know, when he confessed to having a box cutter, you know, all of a sudden the coroner retrofits his findings to that. You know, and I think that's possible that they could have done the same thing with this guy with the van.
It happens a lot nowadays because they try and make them solved so it's less public pressure.
But this is just surreal. For 7 years I've been
Yeah.
watching this on video, you know, YouTube vloggers and court people, and to see this, last week was surreal, but now I just get to feel like I can let my curtain down and open up and just look at it. So
you gotta put yourself in the atmosphere to really feel it, you know.
And I get moments, and you know, I predicted Chris Christopherson's death, you know, 2 days before he died. I told my mom, I said, Mom, you've got to get ready because my mom's a huge Chris Christopherson fan, and he'd been sick for 3-4 years with dementia, you know, but I just had that feeling, you know, and but that was just one of many. But so you're saying if you go down, when you see these guys on video, they're going over, do they use that flat area? Do they follow that tree line? I mean, that hill line?
I don't know. I don't have anybody. I've never seen other people's videos.
Yeah, I think some of the people...
I've been here, this is my 5th time I've been here in the last couple years.
Okay. I think they follow the flatland in order, because it's so steep there.
It's all private property. Basically anything over here, you can't even be on, and I wouldn't even suggest it.
No, I wouldn't either, but
I've already been threatened before. If I step foot on the property, I'll get hit with a shotgun. So.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Which, I mean, they have every right. It's their property.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But no, I was already warned a few times
But the
ago
videos I saw, they would walk all the way along over that ridge line, and then once they got to the GPS location where they felt that the bodies were, they would go down at that point.
Yeah, there's probably people that are, you know, trespassing and stuff like that, but it's something I don't take part in.
Yep.
I try.
What are your thoughts on all of this?
It's hard telling, man. There's a lot of questions and contradictions, but then at the same time, the dude admitted it multiple times. So I mean, I don't know. I've never been in that position, but I can guarantee you that I'm not gonna confess to something I didn't do. I don't care if they're giving me the worst jail time possible. But
there's a lot of
once you admit or you say that you did something, even if you didn't, I mean it
sticks
with you.
CIA agents and Mossad agents that would beg to differ. They would say, "Hey, give me yourself. Give me this this YouTube creator and this investigator. Give me 13 months with him, without his family. Let me jack him up on a bunch of antipsychotics."
They would. I have a different kind of.
Constitution.
No, I have a different. Not a constitution. I have a different kind of spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't quit.
Yeah.
And so they would have to kill me before I would admit to anything that I did. That's just. But doing what I'm doing, that's what I have. I have to have that spirit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll get bit.
Yep. Isn't it pretty out here, though?
It is. It's a gorgeous day. I was surprised. I had my winter coat with me, thinking I was going to have to wear my winter coat.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, it's beautiful. Don't even need it.
You're going to be down at the courthouse?
I'm going to head down there now.
Yeah, I'm going to be down there in about an hour. I'm going to hang out here a little and just get some vibes.
Yeah, man.
I'll see you. What's your name?
CJ.
CJ, Steve. Nice to meet you.
You too, man.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for talking.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Kylie, for hopping up last night, too. Appreciate you. Same amount of cameras up there. And then they used to have, like, these signs that were sitting right there, but there's nothing on there now. Here, let's give you this shot right here. And, excuse me. Yeah, we did just a little bit ago. And then also I got the, everything that you see right here, I'm recording in Samsung HD and then also in Sony 4K. So I will have those versions uploaded for you guys after probably, well, they're gonna take a while to download because of the clarity. I would say probably tonight, maybe tomorrow. But we got Sebastian Rogers' vigil tomorrow as well, so we'll be down in Hendersonville, Tennessee, covering that as well. Alright, so this is a walk back, and then we're gonna head to the courthouse in a few. We'll see if anybody's there, and we'll see what they think too. Whenever I tilt the camera, it's just so I don't have people on there. Just out of respect. So yeah, this is all private property right here. All private property. So if anybody did go over there, they either had permission or they basically trespassed. So. Good afternoon. All right. Yeah, I can't check it. That's why I was asking if she could drop it in the chat so you guys could see it. I won't be able to check it until probably 10 or 15 minutes. But I did see that that everybody got let go, I guess. Another private property sign right there. Be back tomorrow. All right, we'll still go to the courthouse. We'll see if anybody's out there. I was going to go there first because I had a feeling this would take a while, but at the same time, I didn't want to go to the courthouse and then miss doing this before it got too dark, so. But yeah, I don't know. I've always kind of thought that he wasn't. He never really looked like Bridge Guy or the two Bridge Guys. To me, it always looked like Keegan and his dad, Tony. The true drawings look like Keegan and his dad, Tony, to me. Tony, though, even though Tony was older, to me it looked like Tony was the younger looking one on the drawing. And then Keegan would have been the one with the hair and the goatee and but that's just me. I just kind of thought that for the last couple years. I'm gonna readjust my microphone here real quick because it keeps wanting to come out of my ear. All right, we got that fastened. Again, tomorrow we got Sebastian Rogers Vigil. We'll be there. Media. Live on location. Covering. We'll be there for the vigil. And we're going to be linking up with Busby and Trey too. So you guys will get to see Busby. We'll all be together again. Been a while.
Where was that? You said that theory was that they were the bridge guy was sitting on a bench up here on the right.
Yep, on the left. Right there. So if you sit all the way on the left side of that bench, look over your left shoulder.
Okay.
You can basically watch everything
Is this where the girls allegedly came in here, or was it further down?
right there
So they were dropped off over there
at that gate.
by their sister,
Yep.
and so they come in here, and they're having a great time, and he's sitting there because he got here before they did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what he can do is when he sees them and looks over his shoulder, they notice him, because adolescents are going to notice everything around them. And when they're walking down that way, he can come over here after about a minute.
Yep. And come back behind them.
He can look down that way and see nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And he can look all the way down there and see nobody. Or maybe people coming, oncoming. And so that's when he walks. The theory is that he walks way behind them, right?
I think if you look straight down, I think once they turned to the left, that's when he started walking after.
That's a good idea. And then whatever
just
stragglers are coming, they're coming past him, so he's clear there. And then he's thinking, if there's nobody out there, once I get out there, right, then he's free to do whatever he wants on the bridge, right?
Yep. And he can sit there looking like a regular person on that bench and just looking over his shoulder and nobody even paying any mind to him.
And that might have been what he meant by lay in wait. Yeah, because if he doesn't see them come back around towards him, then he knows they're likely on the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I think once they turn that left little curve up there, that's when he started. See, he's about that far back when they were on the bridge and he was coming up. Because they were about that far back when he was on the bridge and he was coming after them, and then he walked quicker once they got on the railroad tracks than they did and was catching up.
His priority would be to make sure there's nobody around.
Yeah.
I don't believe that photographers and people like that were on there when she was getting killed or they were getting killed. I believe it was completely just like it is now, completely isolated basically. because
Yeah.
it would have been in the middle of winter.
It was in the middle of the day. The kids didn't have school either, so most people would have been at work. It would have been, you know, not too busy.
What's the reasoning behind somebody claiming that he was over here? Just kind of the idea that he
That they were
followed.
basically, they walked through this gate. He waited until they got down to that part, and he started walking after him, and then that's where you get the bridge video.
And I think they saw him here because otherwise they wouldn't have taken the video of him. I think they probably noticed that he was following him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, once they hit them tracks,
Yeah.
and he started to gain up speed on them,
Uh-huh.
I think that's when they started to realize, oh crap, because he started really coming after him, you know.
He knew this. He knew this whole area
Yeah.
well, especially when you mentioned it was that far down the creek.
Yeah.
Because that's the only area way down there that would be shallow enough and narrow enough to cross without people seeing you. He had to have known that. But all in 17 minutes.
Well, if you're local, you know these like the back of your hand. You probably know all the trails that nobody even knows about either.
Yeah.
You
Think
grew
he was
up
able
here.
To do all that in 17 minutes.
I think 2 people did it myself.
Who do you think the other one was?
I think it was Tony and Keegan.
Tony and Keegan?
Yeah.
And 2 other people. Or Tony Keegan. Is it Tony Keegan?
Keegan was the one Snapchatting the girls right before they got here.
Well, I'll have to check that out too.
Yeah.
Hey, take care.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah. The vigil is at 2 p.m. Central. I think, right? 2 p.m. Central. This right here used to be a railroad line. That's why there's the railroad ties back over there. It used to be a railroad line, and they turned it into a trail. So that's why on each side you'll see it kind of slope down on each side. It's basically it's just a rail line. Uh-oh, what was fast? What happened? It is. It's a really beautiful place here. Again, private property, no trespassing, all up and down. What happened, Kylie? Another shot there. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Man, that's so beautiful right there. Benches all over. I mean, it's really well kept up. Looks beautiful. So you guys think it's gonna be like a, what do you guys think? Here, let me set this down for a second. What do you guys think? I need to see in chat what you guys think. Do you think he's gonna be found guilty? Do you think it's not guilty, or do you think mistrial? What are you thinking? Hung jury? Dang, it's already been an hour and a half. Holy crap. Well, it kind of worked out. I'm glad we came here first because we still got to talk to people. So that was awesome. We'll see if anybody's there at the courthouse. If not, we'll go walk around, take you to the courthouse. That's weird looking. Hold on, the messages are going too quick. Oh, okay. What is it, like a first in gets the what do they do? Camp out in the sidewalk? Or in their cars or what? Ooh. Got a 4-hour drive back too, and then another 3-hour drive in the morning. We won't be hanging out too long. We'll hang out for a little bit out there at the courthouse. And then we gotta head back. And then I gotta get ready for the drive tomorrow. Told y'all I'm gonna be driving crazy hours the next week and a half. Alright, so we're coming up to that big circle there that had like the plaques and all that. One second. We'll go ahead and take a pause here while there's people walking by. You too, thank you, man. Nice talking to you. Nice meeting you.
Feeling that he passed him.
Huh?
I still get the feeling that he passed him and then laid in wait somewhere. He might have passed him, and then I don't know. I get the feeling that he passed him, and then or they let him pass them because two girls, when they notice some creepy guy behind them, they're gonna stop and let him pass him. They're not gonna keep walking. And then I think he laid in wait down near the bridge. Some perch. That's the feeling I'm getting, man.
Well, they were only about 15 feet from the edge before they noticed he was So when he's like way far away and they're walking,
Yeah.
and then they get like 15, 20 feet, and then they kind of look around because Libby got off the trail first.
Okay.
So when she got off the trail, that's when they looked back and went, oh crap, that dude is like way closer than he was when we first started getting on here. When
If
she
that's
turned
the first
around.
time that they saw him.
Yeah.
But they probably saw him a lot sooner than that. That's the first time they got him on video.
I'm just going off of what they have out there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. I
it
mean,
could be, you know.
I hope the case gets solved one way or the other.
Oh yeah.
You know,
For the families.
You know, if they threw a bridge man in jail like that and did him for 16 months, why did they do that with Klein? You know, why didn't they do it with the other guys? You know, they'd probably gotten some confessions out of them too.
Well, they're still working on deals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe.
because Keegan's part of the trafficking.
Yeah. Yeah. Take care.
You too, buddy. Just tilt the camera so I can keep people private on here. Alright, so we're getting back to the bridge. Right here. And then Delphi is right down that road there. So we'll be heading there in a minute. And what I'm going to do with the Samsung HD and the Sony 4K is it'll be separate videos. So we'll still be on the live stream. But when it comes to the HD and the 4K, it'll be a completely separate video once we get to the courthouse. Where do you get maps? I wonder what 765 is a reference to for that. 765, 765. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. Appreciate you.